The Hundred Flowers campaign would affect not only well-known so-called bourgeois intellectuals, as Hu Feng came to be known, but also many technicians, scientists, and party members who had risen to prominence after 1950. Let me start with the story of one nameless individual, a man whose story was given to the eminent Canadian sinologist and scholar of contemporary China, Bernard Frolick, and published in his wonderful book, Mao's People. This gentleman told his story as follows, and I'm going to give it to you in some considerable detail now and later on over the course of this talk. I got a basic arts education at Zhongshan University in Canton, and I went on to do graduate studies in 1951 at Northeast Planning and Statistics University in Harbin. We were going to learn all about economics, statistics, and planning. And this interested me, an 18-year-old young man who believed that China's salvation lay in a planned socialist economy. I fancied myself graduating from the academy as one of China's new specialists, and being sent then to Beijing, where I would sit consulting with our leading specialists on the economy and with our Soviet brothers, deciding what would be produced, where, and when. Maybe this was my mistake, thinking in terms of a personal career without really understanding the political consequences of my dream. There is a saying that the higher a sparrow flies, the further he falls. I spent 2 years at the academy studying economics and statistics. I learned a great deal, and I stood near the top of my class. They asked me to stay on as a teaching assistant, but I wanted to do something more practical. After 2 years, I began to get used to the place, especially to the hustle of industrial cities like Shenyang, Harbin, and Changchun. I was assigned to work for the Northeast Forestry Department Planning Group, developing reforestation schemes and coordinating wood production. The party liked my work, and I was sent to the department cadre school in Harbin as deputy director for 3 years. Now I was important enough to be teaching other cadres basic principles of economics and planning. My status rose, and there I was, not yet 25, already getting special housing, special food, and travel privileges. I went all over the Northeast, near the Soviet border, also to the Daqing oil field, when it was just a bunch of villages. These were good days. These were the best days for me. I worked hard. I enjoyed my job. I was a responsible person doing useful work. Several times, various party officials mentioned that the party was pleased with my progress and I would soon be asked to join the party. Lin, the party secretary in the cadre school, spoke with me several times about joining the party, saying, "We need people like you to join us. The party becomes strong when it could add members like you." I had a girlfriend, and we were planning to get married in the near future. She was also a cadre in the school, and she came from a good family from Shanghai. We spent a lot of time together, and I guess she was the only person in whom I really confided. When I told her what Lin had said, she replied, "Of course you will soon be a party member. A person of your ability deserves it, and you will work well with others." We talked a lot about the school and about our profession, and I would occasionally ask her advice about various problems at work. That brings this gentleman's story up to 1957. And his life, like that of many hundreds of thousands of Chinese, would be caught up in the campaign that would follow it, and his life would be permanently changed by it. What led to it, this seemingly dramatic shift in party policy of 1956 and 1957, calling at first for an extraordinary openness of expression, only to repress it? What do you think, on the basis of what you have read, were the reasons for calling into being the Hundred Flowers movement, and the reasons for the suppression of those who spoke out in it? There are multiple interpretations on this. I will give you mine, but there are many others, and I ask you to think what yours is.